This is a take two because forgot to press record on the microphone.
Bonk.
Welcome in, fellow bookish people. I'm Rose, who sometimes makes mistakes. We all do. And I am loving tag videos. So today I am doing the, what the fudge is it called? Boujee Booktuber Tag. Got it. Which was originally created by Olive from a book Olive. And I was tagged by Cozy Afternoons. Thank you very much. Frankly, if I had not been tagged, I would do it anyway. So let's just do this thing, meringue. Keeping myself pumped, okay? Question 1. What is your average monthly budget for books? I don't have one because I buy books so rarely. I will say that the past 3 months have been a bit of an anomaly for me because for me, I bought a lot of books. In the 3 months, I bought 8 books, but cool. And I guess a side note, while I have always tried to only buy books that I believe that I'm going to really enjoy, I've definitely been fine-tuning this skill within the past year. I try to stick to books that I believe I will love and I would love to read over and over. So for the rest of the books that I'm unsure about, which is most books, then I just go to my local library and read them there first. Yep. Okay, question number 2. What is the most you've ever spent in a bookstore? My best guess would be between $45 and $60. Maybe, because I couldn't tell you the last time I even spent that much in a bookstore. I love books. I love going into bookstores, but I don't know. I've never been the sort to spend a lot in a bookstore in one go. I may or may not repeat this little factoid, but
Bonk.
Where was I? Yes. I am not a fan of spending money in general. Question number 3. Are you willing to pay full price for a brand new release, or will you wait until you have a coupon or there's a sale? I have done this in the past, but only for the Harry Potter series. Even then, I guess I technically got them on some type of discount because I got them at Sam's Club, which is a members-only retail warehouse, although the members were my parents because I was a kid at the time.
Bonk.
So when I got them at Sam's Club, I'm pretty freaking sure I only paid $17 or $18 for hardback copies. I truly don't think I paid more than $20 at the time. So that's pretty flippin' sweet. But to, I guess, complete this question with a full answer, would I pay full price for a new release now? Probably not, because I am not really the sort of person who pays attention to new releases. Wild thing for a booktuber to say, I know. So there's that. I guess on a related note, when it comes to my book purchasing habits, I do a mixture of paying full price and paying with some sort of discount or coupon, but most of the time, it's discounts. TLDR, I will wait for a new release to be on sale. Got it. Question number 4. Let's just move on. Would you rather buy one new book or several less expensive used copies? Several less expensive used copies. I am definitely a person who is picky about what condition a book is in. I definitely try to keep any and all books as pristine as possible. However, used is not synonymous with gosh awful shape, so even my picky self, I am willing to overlook some minor blemishes. Question number 5. What do you think is a reasonable price for a new hardback book? Just making sure this thing is recording. Okay. Where was I? Yes. What do you think is a reasonable price for a new hardback book, a paperback, an eBook? Now, I understand that everybody involved in the bookmaking process needs to make their coin, especially an author. But ideally, I think a hardback would cost between $16 to $20, a paperback $8 to $12, and this, of course, depends on the size of the book. But when it comes to an ebook, I honestly had to ask Google what the average price is because I do not purchase nor read ebooks. And according to Google, $2.99 to $8.99, maybe. And I think if a book has been out long enough, when it's on sale, 99 cents. Yeah, people who read ebooks out there, is this a fair price? I don't know. I answered that. Swell. Question number 6. Weird morning, y'all. Weird morning. Okay. Is a signed book worth more to you? How about a first edition? So, coming from someone who has never gotten a signed book of any sort, nor have I ever owned the first edition of any book, I'm going to say yes and no. So, for example, if I ever went in person to a signing for Check Please by Nukazu Ukazu, then yes, that particular book I would find more valuable, especially on a sentimental level. But when it comes to first edition books, I am personally indifferent to having or owning a first edition. While I think the idea of having the first edition of a favorite book is cool, I'm not exactly chomping at the bit, so to speak, to own something like that. Question number 7. What is your most valuable book, sentimental or actual value? This is very easy. I think I mentioned this in my childhood book tag. Anywho's, previous one. Doesn't hurt to repeat. What? Anyways, this. We love visuals. This kind of beaten up paperback edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, because I got this from a family friend when I was a kid. So yeah, that answers the sentimental part. When it comes to actual value of any of my books, I would say that none of my books are worth more, I think, than what I originally paid for them. So, okay. Question number 8. No, later. Okay. Question number 8. Will you pay more for a cover or edition you like better? I only ever buy books that I like, covers, editions, so yes. I will say, though, that when it comes to, yay visuals, when it comes to the Harry Potter series, in particular, hold on. Aha! I got it. Found it again. People who collect more than one edition of this because of the many beautiful editions out there. Take a shot of water every time I say that word. That I get. Now, my cheap self is not willing to do that, but I understand the appeal. Question number 9. What physical characteristics does a good quality book have? One that doesn't fall apart and that can hopefully last a lifetime. But okay, cool. Let's be more specific. Good quality paper for paperback covers, for those to be thicker, good quality. For hardbacks, for those to be sturdy. And to echo something that Cozy Afternoons pointed out, when it comes to hardback covers, when they are sewn, so that way they can lie flat and not break the spine. And question number 10. If you won the lottery, what bookish things would you do with the money? Okay, the logical side of my brain is telling me that set aside money so my husband and I could actually afford a house and not have to worry about loans and a mortgage. But the other side of my brain that is willing to play along with this question, I would say that in my dream home, to have a designated library/office space. Yeah, that's it. And I think, so I can't realistically see myself ever owning a ton of books. So, the room would be respectably sized, kind of small. I think just one wall with built-in bookshelves, That's the dedication to the books. That made sense, right? Sure. And also a window seat. Yeah? That totally answers the question. Let's move on to the bonus Jonas round, which is give us an image, actual or mental, of your dream home library. I honestly couldn't find a picture that matches my specific mental image of my ideal library, so just bear with me and my less interesting word explanation. Wood flooring with a comfortable rug, one wall, as I very recently mentioned, with built-in bookshelves. Yep, crown molding around the room because I am flippin' weak for that architectural detail. A desk where I can work and it is facing the open space. A window seat, as I also mentioned, something that's big enough and has big enough windows to let in a lot of natural light, but also for sure have curtains or blinds or something, so that way when I'm feeling particularly antisocial in all aspects, I can close those. And, why give yourself one dedicated reading space with the window seat when you can have two, when I can have two? So I would love to have a second dedicated reading chair, but with a matching ottoman, because to me that's like the peak of luxury. Yeah. So, anywho's, now to satisfy those who want some kind of visual, I am going to show an iconic library that makes even my cheap kind of minimalistic heart palpitate. In conclusion, I don't think I'm particularly bougie. Yeah, if this tag tickles your fancy, boom. That was supposed to be gentle. A gentle tag. Your tag. Tag, you're it. Wow. That is all that I have for you today, my folks. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Hopefully when I don't have the giggles or in a weird mood. No promises. Bye!